anything. People are watching other people, observing them, listening to conversations all the time. People can be influenced anyway, I think.
Okay, so finally, sorry, Neil, yeah?
There's a good example with the Cape Town fan walk. We were just talking about it before we came on air. Our research showed that excitement about the World Cup in Cape Town was significantly lower than the rest of the country. But all of a sudden, their fan walk from the centre of town to Greenpoint Stadium took off. It was the place to be seen. It was the place to go to have fun. And that was very much a last-minute example of this kind of
this viral conversation.
Exactly.
But also, it was just because lots of people were congregating.
But that's what Sarah says. Suddenly, they're visually seeing there's buzz. I must be part of that buzz. So it can happen literally as a spark in a forest fire. It doesn't have to be any one or two or group of people. Suddenly, the phenomenon is there.
Tough job for marketers, eh?
But it's fun.
It really is. Folks, thanks very much indeed for joining us. Neil Higgs from TNS Research Surveys and Sarah McDonald, who's done. Let's stay with brand awareness now, and here's one industry that really doesn't need to pull its socks up as it's giving them away. Mohair South Africa and the Nelson Mandela Bay Tourism Agency have been making visiting soccer teams feel welcome in the city of Port Elizabeth by delivering a specially packaged pair of Mohair socks to each player and member of team management when they arrived at their various hotels. As the official Mohair capital of the world, Port Elizabeth is at the epicenter of a new high-profile campaign called Don't Leave Without It. Jackie Gant, marketing manager in Mohair South Africa, fills us in on the new campaign.
We want to put Mohair back on the map. Since the late 80s, Mohair has been very quiet, and we saw this as an opportunity to draw the world's attention to the fact that South Africa are the world leaders in mohair manufacturing and production. And yeah, mohair is a natural fibre, and for it. The campaign is provocative. We're wanting to appeal to the youth market, and we want to make it exciting and alluring to attract attention. And mohair is a fibre that can be worn next to your skin. I'm wearing it next to my skin, and it can be used in high fashion as well as top-end interiors, and obviously the industrial uses. That's what's so fantastic about the fibre. It's versatile by nature. It's an aggressive campaign because we don't want any tourists to leave this country without something that is authentically produced and manufactured in South Africa, and that is what it's all about. I mean, we have thousands of visitors, both locally moving between different cities as well as the internationals. And as we know, people who travel to different destinations look for something that they can take back with them as a memorabilia from that particular area or place that they've been. So it does make sense to capitalize on it. The campaign idea is not to leave Port Elizabeth, the Eastern Cape, South Africa without it. And obviously we're wanting to capitalize on all the international visitors that are visiting our country. But beyond that, it's about don't leave your home and don't leave the office without it. It's a truly South African product that is produced here, manufactured here, and something that we can all be proud of. You can buy the products from the retail stores that are based at the airports, Joburg, Cape Town and Port Elizabeth. And you can buy at stores in Franschhoek, Stellenbosch and the waterfront. And the types of stores that would stock the mohair products can vary because it fits into a fashion genre as well as into an interior genre. So your top-end interior design stores should be stocking mohair, whether it be in throws and blankets and things like that, or else your more fashion-y stores would be stocking scarves, wraps and things like that. And what to look for would be ask for products, and secondly, you will eventually, if you look at my scarf, you'll eventually be able to identify that it's got a certain look about it that is different to the other products that are on the market.
And coming up on Mags on Media, how for one glorious week, SAA, the national carrier, was the most recognized brand in the World Cup, even though it wasn't the official carrier.
Imagine a world where young people use their initiative and ingenuity to tackle old challenges and promote new ideas. That world is possible. Imagine the possibility of an HIV-free generation. It begins with you.
Hi, I'm Matthew Booth, and this is my